and welcome to a Hollywood Metal live stream of Middle-earth Shadow of War. This is obviously the sequel to Middle-earth Shadow of War, and for the most part it's not a bad sequel. I've played 16 hours of it, because I wanted to play it until it really got into the meat of the gameplay, and it took me 16 hours. And that's not like a joke, that's not like a funny, like, haha, it takes 16 hours to get into this game. No, it just does. It just kind of does. Like, the whole first world, there's like a bunch of different like maps, I guess, and this one, Southern for a prison third bodies, key port in the slave trade received. All right, yeah, no, this whole like area here took me 16 hours to do, and the entire thing is basically very tutorialized, not a lot of like really of the interesting gameplay stuff that Shadow of Mordor, the first one, was actually any good at, which is a bit of a shame, I think. Like, for the most part, there's like, they really used the fact that they're good at, you know, some of the things. Oh, hang on. They really use the nope, not that is what I wanted. Nope. Sorry, there's. I'm not very good at navigating the fucking menus of this game yet, which is a pain in my ass. Yeah, they've really used the fact that that the best part of it was like hunting down orcs and like figuring your way around poisonous terror assassin. He's mine now. I'm gonna kill that grotty little boy, and that will be probably the video, unless it's spectacularly easy. Where is he about? Where is he fucking hiding? Face this orc, draw out his war chief. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to start fucking with idiots. Yeah, so I've pretty much come to the end of this particular map, and that's just because I've just kind of been. You just kind of kill orcs. That's the whole point. I'll go down there. I'll see what that idiot's up to, because it's very much. It's very similar to the first one in that, like, the most enjoyable part of this game is entering an area and then, like, taking control of it for yourself. Give them something to think about. Like, the best part is always where you come to an area new and you learn all the interesting orcs and so on. You, like, meet all these idiots for the first time. And that's, you know, something that this game doesn't really... Like, they've really lent into it by just having a bunch of brand new maps every now and again. There's just a bunch of new areas, which means that, you know, there's more stuff to do. You get that opening moment more often. And it manages to feel interesting, of course, because your character's on a very low, very long level grind. So, you know, every time you do, you have more skills. You fight better shitheads.
It can get so frustrating stalking your prey, all that sneaking and slinking and easy.
Yeah. There are epic orcs now, and legendary orcs. That guy's spectacularly mad. I think there's patches of poison all the way around the place. It's not over... I guess I'm just gonna... There you go. I don't particularly like the, Oh, I can... do I... Oh, okay. I can help up... Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, he's left me. Oh no, here he is. I didn't know there was like a whole, like, help people back up mechanic. Oh, look at him. But yes, oh, well, I think I'm gonna die, and I think I'm gonna lose my cool orc friend. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, usually, this is actually embarrassing. I've not died in this game in ages. Murdered by a fucking ghoul. I don't think she's going to get promoted. I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. Right. That was awkward. specifically hate that guy. Poisonous Marauder Destroyer. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second, I thought I saw some, I saw that. Oh no, that purple dick's still dead. Yeah, there's a recurring thing in this game where you can't recruit an orc of higher level than you.
Abominations. And to defeat them, we must become.
He's got a cool little double fucking jump. I don't think that's how that works, mate. You know, I honestly do think that like always, your Celebrimbor mate, your little weird ghost friend who rides you, is kind of a terrible influence, as you would expect from someone who made that one ring that everyone's so fucking excited about. Gonna pick this up. Yeah, it's you and then you twiddle your controller nipples until you reach perfect controller synchronicity, and then you're off. I don't know. It's very much a Ubisoft kind of collectathon, kind of like there's fucking like 5 or 6 different things of like. There's like 3 or 4 different groups of 5 or 6 things that you have to collect in each world, and then you get like, oh, now you've got all the bits of Mordor tat, and your character knows a bit more about Mordor, and you like get a perk or some nonsense.
A feast is being held. The stench of grog is on the air.
Yeah, previously, if you wanted to go and find a orc guy, you had to put all the work in of like looking around for him. Now you just find out there'll just be a pool somewhere of his various leavings. I'm gonna go and have a word with that champ. Yeah, you just find a pool of his various leavings, and then all of a sudden you know exactly where he is. I don't think I have anyone to spot. I've got that guy. He's just some sad, weird antler boy. Oh yeah, and their armor changes colour now when you possess them. They all end up blue, which is, I'm not sure about how that's meant to be mechanically representative of anything at all. But worse things have probably happened somewhere. Got all this meat. Exactly the wrong distance apart for that traversal to feel in any way good. Alright, if you shoot down meats, obviously it makes weird monsters turn up, so it's almost always a good idea just to give the enemy base something to worry about that isn't your big naked ass. There he is. Is he the guy who just kicked my ass? Well, he didn't even kick my ass, so much as he just was present. Sat down. Oh shit! Hello, Greg. You're a big lad. Yeah, Gregs you don't want to fuck with. Gregs will definitely, absolutely eat you. And then they'll gain health from the process, which is, I mean, a bigger insult than having eaten you in the first place, I think. Because that's this weird guy. It is very much based around, basically, the whole stealth gameplay thing is optional depending on how low you want to put the difficulty. Because you can, absolutely, on like I'm playing this on medium, and I was gonna say I've never lost a fight. I've lost like 1 or 2 fights, and you watched me lose one of them just now. I can get on that if I can get him into. Oh no, he's just dead. Hey, idiot! I'm taking this man's entire body. You will work for me now. I know. I'm dying. Like, in terms of, oh shit. There's like a lot of shit to think about, which I always think is quite, I honestly think is quite, like, a little bit, like, losing the point. Like, one of the big things that the first one did was that it really kind of let you, I don't know, the only real advancement that you got was, like, you got better at using your skills. And that's, I mean, I know that's not totally what was going on. There was definitely, they will still hit you when you're trying to drain captains, which is a pain. But you're mine now. You're mine now, you weird little boy.
I am your servant.
Now, get out of here.
Very well.
Yeah. It is still very similar to the first one, so if you were looking for something incredibly different, this is not going to be that. But, like, if you what you liked about Mordor was, oh, I like it, but I don't like that you, like, you can upgrade your sword and your bow and your dagger and stuff in that one by doing these specific quests. Whereas in this one, you just, if you kill a level 26 orc, he'll drop a level 26 sword, or a level 26 bow, or a level 26... Shoot me with an arrow, you whiny little shite. Oh, fuck you. Oh, I'm out of bows. Whoop. No more acknowledgement as well when you're about to take a ranged attack. So ranged orcs are way more dangerous than they used to be. Which is, again, like, not, I don't think a bad change. Like, I think there needs to be some kind of threat that you just can't... That just looking at the screen and pressing buttons when it tells you to press buttons won't get you away from. You know, having a little, There's gems, obviously, because every game needs gems. And you merge those gems to make bigger gems, to make more gemmy gems, to make increasingly gemific? I don't know what the word for gems is. I don't know how to explain the concept of a better gem. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on. There is something going on. Online vendettas are a thing that this game has added, and that I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong with sometimes. Because the idea to an online vendetta is that basically if someone else dies in a battle, then it'll save the kind of conditions of the battle that they died in. Like if someone else dies in like a camp takeover or something like that. Oh, hello. I see. Oh no, I've got no bows. I've got no arrows. Getting slaughtered by Caragors. Yeah. You can have your like there's a lot more upgrades this time, and some of them are mutually exclusive. So for example, I can have either an upgrade that means that every time I do a really well timed parry, it either kills the orc that was doing it to me in one, or it gives me more ammunition for my arrows. Oh, you also want to fight. Yeah, he's dead. And, like, I don't know which of those is the one I would prefer. I do know that I'm often getting... you do get swarmed a lot more, and I think it's probably a technological thing. Like, I think it's probably, like, the improvement that I'm noticing here is specifically because they've gotten a lot better at kind of using the technology to make these enormous hordes of orcs. But there's definitely more, like, there's definitely the potential for bigger group fights than there was in earlier games, and they still
endlessly in preparation for battle.
If one is to spend the day training, nice to have a bit of soothing music.
I have no idea what he was referring to there, but I'm gonna go and kill this idiot. Yeah, no, I quite like the online vendetta thing just because, like, well, for a start, there's a whole suit of gear that you can get out of it, and then you upgrade that gear by completing more online vendetta quests. Because the gear, like, there's the two types of gear here, which is like epic stuff, which you get and you do, and like it has a cool ability or whatever, and then you outgrow it. And there's legendary stuff, which has quests that make their level go up, so they can remain like contemporary. Like if you want, you can just settle into a nice set of legendary gear and wield them forever. But they're hard to get hold of. You've got to find legendary orcs and then slaughter them to drop sweet legendary gear.
But you.
What? So yeah, basically, one of the reasons the vendettas are a bit weird is because you are just very much getting pulled into a... Oh, no. Oh, hello. You're gonna be weird about this. Yeah, one of the things I do, and I like that, in a sense, I think. I like the whole... But legendary orcs are very rare, and you'd rather have them on your side. They're literally more useful to you alive than as a sword. Which is interesting. Although I suppose there are basically infinite orcs, but not infinite really nice swords. What am I meant to be doing again? I'm sure I had some kind of objective. Figure the trap. Okay. I guess if I must. Someone's singing over there, I guess? It's always nice to have some friends. Yeah. No, and it does take 16 fucking hours to get back to the build your army bit, which is the best bit. Like, I don't think there's anyone who didn't realise that that was the thing we liked the most out of fucking... Is he just... He's just a guy down there, isn't he, the poor lad? Right. How about... Because I get three enemies with my bow, so that guy... That guy... That guy... Yeah, I pinned him. Where are we at? Alright, let's... Yeah, he was just... It was literally just he wanted me to walk in here so he could come in and kill me. What a dull bastard.
But it's not a trap. Think of it as a gift. A painful one.
Nice chestplate, I guess. Hang on, I'm just gonna go and change my sword because I have a level 5 sword that will get... If I get an execution of someone at least level 20, it will level up, and that'll be nice. I want that. And weak orcs like these get slaughtered exactly as hard by any sword. It doesn't matter. It only actually... Yeah, your gear only really counts...
Never open them again.
The bizarrely sexual criticisms there for an orc about how he's going to kill me. They are all, like, slightly bizarrely horny, these orcs. Oh, he's immune to executions, is he? Is he immune to bows in the face? Oh, no, he's not. And I've got a perk that means when I shoot someone in the head, everyone gets fucking frozen. Oh. Oh, someone's got a... Yeah, the only way your like gear level or anything matters is it... Oh no, he's immune to execution. That means I can't fucking use my cool sword abilities on him. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Can you see why I don't consider this game to be particularly difficult? Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Oh, eat 2 dicks. If I can stun him... Hang on. I don't have his shit, do I? Oh, nope. If I can stun him... If I go into his weird alternate universe army thing, if I can what stuns him? Freezing terror when near unknown captain, probably damaged by beast attacks. Okay, yeah. If there's some of them have a daze state, and if you can daze them, then they will fucking... I might recruit that idiot. I don't. As I say, some of them have like a daze thing, and if you can daze them, then they are not immune to the things that they're immune to anymore. So that's quite handy if you're against an orc who's specifically immune to the things you're good at. Oh shit. Right, it's time for me to get over here. Oh wait, no, I've got magic zone. Yeah, this is just magic mode where you shoot hundreds of arrows at once. It's kind of great. And somebody avenged my death, which was very lovely of them, I'm sure. Oh, what a pile of... Freeze everyone. Freeze everyone. Eat so many dicks. Now is. I guess recruit, because there's no. I think I'll get something if I don't know if recruiting him actually matters. Get out of here, you idiot. Like, I don't know if recruiting him actually grants you anything in the single player. He just kind of, he just jogs off. Yeah, I don't know, it's because of the whole, like, loot boxes thing, and I know people were angry about this, and I think, personally, that it's hot, sticky garbage. It is a point against the game that is only mitigated by the fact that you can just fucking ignore it, which you have to fucking ignore it, because if you start rewarding this, it's like giving a dog a treat every time he pisses in your car. Like, for the short term, I can see why you'd want to give a dog a treat. Don't give a dog a treat every time he pisses inside your car. That's a bad long-term strategy. And we're going to steal that guy's supply cache, I guess. Where am I? Yeah, I do like the online vendettas stuff. I'm just less. It's just harder to give too much of a shit about after. And now I have the armor of vengeance, which is the cool vendetta armor. Ooh, that is quite cool vendetta armor. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking wear that then. All right. Because the more stuff you have of it is specific set, the more your boosties are. Like okay. Range attacks by computing 25% of your max health, and perform attacks requiring might by consuming 40% of your max health instead. Okay. And I get 160 attack per health per captain kill, damage dealt increased by 12% when health is below 35%. Alright. Yeah, so yeah, you get like armor sets and shit. And they have bonuses the more of each one you have. And there's a legitimate slit in that cloak to let your fucking sword belt through. That's fucking amazing. I've never seen that before. And that's so an obvious thing to have. So many games just have your sword kind of flopping about back there. Or like, definitely have it with belt, like as though there were a belt physics, but no actual belt. That's way cooler than just whatever garbage. Well done, you Shadow of fucking War. You did one thing correctly. You legendary bastard. Hey, look at those spiders killing those orcs. Good for them, I guess. Right. Is there anything I should be doing? Yeah, the backflip sometimes makes it difficult to... That's one thing I will say for this game, actually. The ease with which your character moves about means that you often end up places you don't want to go. Like, you'll just fucking pirouette yourself clean off in a different direction. What an obed. I do like discovering just who these shitheads I'm about to go killing are. But yeah, there's a guy who I shamed. Like, and shaming is basically where you damage them and reduce their level. And the idea is that you'll shit. Who fucking exploded just now, by the way? What did that? Was he... Oh, okay, there must be suicide orcs, and I've not learned how to spot them yet. I imagine that's probably what's going on. Hey, idiot. You'd think they'd, like, pace... You'd think it'd be less easy to sprint directly at them when they're facing you. But you can't, like... Their reaction times and the distance with which they react means that if you're sneaking straight towards them in, like, run speed, then you can grab them and do, like, a stealth thing on them before they will react. Which is... Like, I guess I can see on one hand that being, like... Well, you know, orcs are dumb bastards. But on the other hand, there's not a lot of challenge in it. Like, one orc can't be a challenge. And saying that aloud... I think it sounds kind of dumb, because of course one orc isn't a challenge. That's part of the point of orcs, is how fucking shit they are. God, look at that level 29 bastard.
I have a hot poker ready for
See, I like him a lot, but he's like... I'm not sure I want to kill him.
More than those globs do, anyway. We've always been a take what's ours crew, haven't we?
Oh, God. Alright. I want to know, actually, what's his cool stats? Arrow proof. Or he's axe proof, evidently. Because it enraged when facing the Bright Lord alone. Seeks you out no matter where you hide. Summoning reinforcements. And Epic Trapper. Multiple traps from their enemies, making them vulnerable to ranged weapons until breaking 3. Alright, I guess that's fine. I'm still using that really shit sword I found earlier, but the swords legitimately don't matter. Oh, I do like that. That's my favourite actual change to the combat system. If you, yeah, is if you're doing like a ground attack on some idiot. No, literally no appreciation for the effort I've put into pissing this one idiot off. Yeah, I've tried to vault him too many times and now he's just resistant to it. Which is a shame, because that's generally how you deal with those idiots. I mean, he's arrow proof. I realised that as I was readying the shot. He's gonna have a go. Oh, shit. Well, why? Fuck you and your double crossbows. Yeah, just keep poking him. That'll be fine. Yeah. I guess I've just got to kill you, you beautiful idiot. I'm just going to let this happen at this point. I don't think there's that much. There's not much bother to me being involved. Clumsily, oh, 2 orcs there, clumsily bashing each other to death. My guy on my side gained 3 levels, so nice for him, I guess. I get a fancy sword. Kill a captain who's armed with a fire weapon. Whilst recovering executions on captains, make your attack to light enemies on fire for 10 seconds. Executions that kill them are just execution moves, because that's could be really cool or really not interesting. I need to kill an online vendetta target of at least level 20 with this fucking sword, because otherwise that will be unbearable. Do I have all of the vengeance stuff? I don't have all the vendetta stuff. I do not have the cloak. Alright. But yeah, this is kind of what Shadow of War is about now. You collect things. You collect swords. You collect armor. You collect orcs to have your fights. You collect citadels to fight over with your orcs. You collect. You're collecting. You're not. It's a weirdly. It's like bizarrely. Oh, and you can do this now as well. And it turns out it was over here the whole time. Yeah, it's a collectathon about murder. It's a weird kind of thing now. Which isn't to say I don't dig it, but I don't know. I wouldn't pay full price for it. Were I you? They've sucked just a bit too much of the soul out of it. Not that it had any to begin with, being a AAA video game, which are as to souls as liches are to souls. But that'll be all of the Hollywood Metal game stream. That's it for me. That's it for me today. I'll see you on the flippy dip. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and good night.